What's going on, you guys? RJ with RJ's Trades. We are back with the free Sunday watch list. Every single Sunday, I'm gonna give you guys what I think is gonna happen in the stock market. We look at possible setups and ways that we can put ourselves in position to make some money. All right, I do this completely for free. All I ask you to do is leave a comment if this is helpful. I've been doing this now for I don't know how long I've been doing the free Sunday watch list, but we're gonna keep doing it, man. All right. My goal is to help everybody to get in the stock market because it is too much money to be had, and everybody can get their own piece of the pie. Okay. This week, man, we're gonna keep it simple. There's gonna be a lot of basics this week, man. The market has been falling, so we're starting to get down to levels that we haven't been to in a little bit. So it's gonna be interesting to see. You really got to pick your spots wisely, and all the time is not a great time to trade. Sometimes it's a good time to start to build a long-term position, right? So just understand that, all right? You always got to start with SPY. We're gonna start with SPY today. SPY closed at 659, right? You see we had this big down move here after we could not get above this key level up here around 675, 676, and we came all the way down to this support down here at 653, right? So let me know if you guys remember what I said about 653 last week, right? So we hit there on Thursday and Friday, and we held, right? So 653 is significant because if you take a look here, the buyers have defended this area close to two, three, four, five, 4 to 6 times now, right? So 4 to 6 times the buyers have defended this area. So it's very simple here. I am looking for a little bit of a bounce, maybe early to start the week. I do think we could definitely bounce. So I would be looking possibly to trade calls early in the week for a day trade at least. But if we don't hold 653, things can get a bit interesting, right? So we can start falling, and maybe let's see. We got some levels to the downside here. This was an old resistance right around here, 646. Let's see if we got another little level or something here. I don't really like it. I don't really like that too much, but definitely 646, right? So if we don't hold, we can definitely see more downside, man. So it's gonna be very interesting. I'm actually going to put up some longer term EMAs right here to kind of see where we are. Let's see if we got the 100 or the 50, or even the 200, right? So hey, we're actually right there bouncing off of the 100. Let's do the 200. The 200 serves as a great place of support a lot of times. Well, that's way down there, so you ain't really got to worry about the 200 right now, right? So it is right there at the 100. So take with that information what you will, but in my opinion, you always go by the levels first. That's what I love to do, right? Indicators always last for me. Okay. Kind of, I measure the same thing with QQQ. If we clear the screen here with QQQ and we take a look here, you can see that this area right there is the support, right? So right at 588, so we close a little bit above it. So basically you're looking for it to break the lows of last week pretty much, if it continues down. Very, very simple. I did get stopped out on my second entry on Lyft, right? So I did take it here. Thought it would bounce here, but market pulled back and I got stopped out the next day on that one. So that's fine. On Lyft this past week. But we did catch that down move on SPY, so that's okay. Google has been kind of strong. Now this is one that I want to watch if the market continues to be, or if the market turns to be bullish, right? So if the market has a couple of days where it pops, my strategy is going to be to possibly target the stocks that have been strong while the market has been in a downturn. Because if the market has a couple of days of strong movement, these could possibly be good moves. And Google looks to be pretty decent. You can see here we got 1, 2, like 3 rejections right here, right around this 304 to 305 area. If I come down to the 1 hour, you can probably see it a little better. Yep, so you got 3 days right here that we've been rejecting this 304 to 305 area. So very simple here. If Google holds above 305, yeah, it's gonna be called. So Google calls above about 305. You want to be safe, you can say 307, but that's $2 right there. So I would take the risk over 305. So Google above 305, I definitely like if the market has some strength, and it doesn't even take a lot of strength, right? So we're talking about all you need to catch is a few, you know, um, an hour or two type of move, and Google could be up $3, $4, $5, if not more. So Google, definitely watching that for a day trade this week. Bitcoin is having a little bit of a bounce here. It's at 87K. All right, cool. Nvidia, I don't really love the chart. AMD. AMD is interesting. AMD is getting interesting here because what we have now is we have a huge gap to the downside, right? So if the market turns bearish again, right, or if it continues to be bearish, I'd rather say, we're going to continue to target the weak stocks, right? So right now, AMD had broke this super crucial level right here at 224, and you see what has happened to it since it broke it, right? So now you are looking for it to break the lows and to continue to try to fill the gap back down to 170, right? It doesn't mean it's going to go to 170. It could bounce here. You don't know. But it's a setup that could possibly happen. So we got to play for the upside and downside, right? So if the market's strong, we're looking to probably take advantage of Google because it has already had strength. If it is bearish, we can take advantage of AMD because AMD had already broken a key level, and if the market continues to come down, AMD could possibly go down with it. That simple, okay? CRWV, I don't really love that one a whole lot. Lulu is still holding. This might be the bottom for Lulu. I'm not gonna lie. This could be the bottom for Lulu. I'll be surprised if it drops under this. This has been a super strong area. Yeah, Lulu, this could be the bottom, my opinion here. Anything lower than that, I'm gonna continue to load up on it. Palantir has dropped to some levels it haven't been to in a while. So it came right back down to this area here, kind of all up in this 150 to 153 area. Had been kind of a support, so not really a setup, but I see it. Tesla, I don't love it a whole lot either. Apple has been consolidating, so Apple is another stock that has, held up relatively well considering the overall market here. So I mean, honestly, if Apple, it's kind of like $6-7 away, but you're kind of looking for a break in either direction. So Apple breaking under like 265, which is $6 away from that, or breaking above like 276, 277, which is $5-6 away from that. So it's in no man's land. You can possibly just set an alert whenever it breaks. Either way, it's gonna go. So set an alert for above 260. What did I say? 275, 276, and then below 265. So you can just set an alert on that and just wait on it. It'll be a good move whenever. Amazon getting to a place of support down here. If it has a little bit more drop, you can possibly take longs. So what I'm seeing a trend here. Quite a few stocks are kind of to places of support. So kind of makes me think that we could bounce at least early this week. We could bounce early. Robinhood looks alright. SOCI looks terrible. BMNR looks terrible. CCL, you got UNH. Coinbase still kind of dropping. It's probably gonna be up on Monday, but if Coinbase was to fill this gap, I wouldn't mind grabbing. I ain't gonna say that. You gotta be in a Discord to know that. Gotta be in Discord to know that. CNC is still holding right here. So this thing is still forming this triangle pattern. This breakout might be absolutely insane, man. I don't know when it's gonna break, but hey, the breakout might be absolutely crazy, right? So just kind of keep CNC on your watch. Uber had a terrible week last week. I see they had a drop off. They've been holding for a while, but even them, they've dropped to this support. So here again, another stock that had dropped to support, right? We got PDD. Then now we're back at SPY. Okay, so yeah, I think my top watches. Of course, I'm gonna go in deeper depth for those in Discord, but for you guys here, that's my main watch list that I kind of look at every single day. So I would say always watching SPY, right? So you see SPY and QQQ right there at those key levels. If we break below the lows, it's gonna should flush some more. Okay. I think we may get a pop early in the week, so definitely watch Google. It's probably my favorite day trade to the upside, and then day trade to the downside definitely going to be AMD. I think those two could definitely pay could definitely pay us depending on which way the market goes. And of course, you can always trade SPY and QQQ, right? So that's what I got for you guys, man. Short and sweet. I hope you guys like this, man. Let me know what you guys are watching this week. Follow the links below. Follow me on Instagram. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Join the premium if you want to. We also have the RJ's Trades, so like my 4th or 5th mentorship here coming up in January, man. So if you want more information on that, make sure you look at the Instagram. But I thank you guys for always tuning in, man. I got my Christmas drive coming up in December. I'm excited for that. I will be dropping more details soon, man. So I thank you guys. Everybody have a great week. Let's make some money, man. Peace.